Right, just checking the sound and everything, people, because I didn't have it set up properly there on Streamlabs. Right, just checking the sound and everything, people, because I didn't have it set up properly there on Streamlabs. Right, just checking the sound and everything, people, because I didn't have it set up properly there on Streamlabs. Right. We are good to go. Okay, so time remaining 6 weeks. Expeditions literally dropped about 10 minutes ago. There's quite a few people already streaming, so I'm going to get in straight into speed running this because I don't think, from looking at sort of I guess some patch notes and stuff and some data mined information and logos and whatnot, I don't think this is going to be a lengthy expedition. I think it's going to be quite simple to do a lot of the things, very much similar to kind of all the previous ones that we've seen. Information and logos and whatnot. Sorry, I'm just going to check the can people let me know in the chat if you can hear the actual game playing in the background? If not, just drop me a message in the chat, because I think all I've got to do is turn the game volume up. Crash Test, good afternoon. I hope everything is good with you. So yeah, like I mentioned, we're going to be sort of ploughing through this really as quickly as I possibly can. I don't think it's going to be too long. To get everything done. Right, so this is Gisto Major, so everybody apparently is starting on this planet. So the first thing I'm going to look at before I do anything is exactly what we need to do. So locate the ship is the first thing. So this is phase 1, 2, 3 and so on, so it's always the same. Install the terrain manipulator, find a natural shelter, establish a base, deploy and use a signal booster, shelter inside a planetary building, which is basically any building, and explore on 5000 U. Okay, so let's just do some basics first. Just grab carbon, because carbon's always going to come in handy. Let's see what we've got already installed. So we've got not much, so we'll start by doing this. So some dihydrogen jelly and some crystals. Carbon. So there's some dihydrogen. Well, it's stable, so that's a good sign. Okay, if you can just about hear it, what I'm going to do is just very quickly turn the game volume up a little bit. So that should be picking that up now, hopefully. Let me know if you're not. 3D the Destroyer, hi, good afternoon. I've got, if you want to use Twitch drops, I'm not sure if they're currently working. I'm not sure if No Man's Sky has it, but just for this expeditions run, I have installed the Twitch drops on Twitch, and my name on there is The Real Ostentatious, if you want to get rewards, but I'm not sure if they're doing that as yet, so There may not be anything there, if you know what I mean. Right, so there's my ship. Get some ferrite dust as well. Jules. Hi, Jules. Don't have Twitch. No, neither do I. I set basically Twitch up just for this, to be honest. Just to help people out with Twitch rewards. Oh, look, so the starting ship is a guppy. There we go. And it doesn't appear to be broken. Maybe it is. Oh. Advanced launch system, a quantum computer and a storm crystal. 3 storm crystals and 1 quantum computer. Interesting. So, what have we got then to start with? We've got quite a few inventory slots. So all of this needs repairing. This is actually going to force you to explore here, because I don't even have the recipe for a quantum computer. So that is that could be problematic. So this is definitely a crystal, storm crystal planet, because I've just seen some. So let's just quickly see what this is unlocked here. Ion batteries, oxygen, and an item. What's this? That's new. So that's just a trade item, is it? Pure ferrite. Right. Don't need that. So let's see what materials we get. Flame. So this is a new piece of technology. A frame shift catapult. Hi, Flying Brian. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, you start with a guppy, and we've got some new tech here. So we've got a waveform engine, an advanced launch system, and a frame shift catapult. The thing is, they all need repairing, but Gravitino balls are not going to be on this planet. A quantum computer I don't have blueprints for, and neither do I have blueprints for a magnetic resonator. So I think that this is going to force you to find a manufacturing facility or buildings on foot. So this actually could end up taking quite some time here. I'm just going to quickly get into this, grab that. And then I'm going to quickly just build some bits and pieces here. Right. So that's another reward. Let's see what I get for this. Because doing these might actually give you the bits for the ship repair. Advanced mining laser, significant mining beam. No, this isn't going to do it. So let's see what else we've got, which we can do quickly now. Find a shelter, build a base, signal booster, find a building, and 5,000 U. So let's see what phase 2 is. Starship launch systems. Quantum computer plans. Right, so increase power generation. Generate 150 power. Okay, so basically what this is going to kind of force you to do, it looks like, is build a base first. And then it looks like when you start building components for the base, it's then going to unlock the plans and the materials for this. So this is going to be the main issue at the moment, is repairing this technology on your ship, because we don't have any of these plans and none of these materials are on this planet apart from storm crystals. So I can go and get the sulfur from here, because there'll be some crystal sulfides hopefully in this water. So it looks like it's, I guess this is, I'll tell you what this is, exactly what this is. This is going to be quite focused on base building, as it is with the Frontiers update. So you're going to be kind of sort of forced to do a lot of base building stuff and exploration around the base to mirror the Frontiers update. So that's exactly what it looks like it's doing at the moment. Ali, how you doing? We've got a few people from the Interstellar Index here. Welcome, welcome. So it doesn't look like we've got any crystals here. So there's a building. And it is telling me to find the building as one of the expedition rewards. And a drop pod doesn't count. It's Captain Steve. He's got a base already. Right, so that's a point. So there's a building there. That's 300 U away. How far is that one? That's 500. Right, so we'll go to this one here because it's closest. And then on the way, we'll see if we can get some, what do you call it, some copper. So we can refine that to chromatic metal, so we can put a base computer down. I like this guy's red suit. Get some more of it. I'm just going to do a little bit of collecting as I'm going towards this building to see what it is. Oh damn it, it's a monument, isn't it? I can't shelter in that. I like the new animation on these crystals as well when you mine them now. Gives a little spark. Right, where was that other building? There she is. 500. Actually, I wonder if I can use an exocraft. No. That's a shame. The Strider. Jules are like the Striders. Yeah, it looks like it is. It's a storm crystal planet. Welcome to the stream, Scarred But Smarter. Good name. Yeah, this is so everyone's starting on this planet because this was the one that was in the expedition notes. So we should all be, in theory, on this planet as a start. And yes, it is a storm crystal planet. So I've already seen some storm crystals, but it doesn't look like it's aggressive. It says enforcing sentinels, but I haven't seen any yet. So and I can't see any gravitino balls. So again, you know, one of the technologies needs gravitino balls, and there doesn't look like there's any on this planet. So I'm just assuming that what we need to do is either get lucky, build some money up, find a trade post, and basically get off the planet and get to a place where you can use a teleporter, or we're going to have to follow the expedition phases, because if you look at phase 2, it's kind of focused around base building, and it does unlock. So if you generate 150 power, it gives you the plans there for the quantum computer, which is needed for one of the ship upgrades. So you have to put a base computer down, build a small base and find the hotspot, or just basically build batteries or solar power, and then that will give you that. And then we've got more here. So construct a teleporter, and then that will give you the survey device plans, and so on and so on. So yeah, phase 2 is about base building. Let's see what phase 3 is. Yes, and then it kind of goes on to repairing the ship. So I think a lot of this is kind of going to be quite focused on this planet, if you know what I mean. I need to find a cave. I need to find a building. So the other thing that I'm sort of noticing is this hasn't got. Oh yes, it has got copper. So let's head towards some copper. Yeah, I'm looking for a cave though, more just to get some resources like some sodium and stuff like that. I'm not really fussed because this is normal mode. I mean, it's a freeze, isn't it? You got to do something pretty bad to die in normal mode. So yeah, the other option is to get yourself a different ship and basically get off the planet, get to a the space station and use glyphs, really, if you can, to cheat. Right, so that was to dig a hole, was it? Okay. All right. So that's given me. So yeah. So there we go. There's a little tip for you. If you just dig a hole, you get one of the rewards is the base computer thing. So do that straight away once you've built the terrain manipulator, and then you've got plans for the base computer there. Sodium nitrate. I'm just going to get all this installed. Right, so I've got to do a bit of a copper run because I need to get some copper to build out some of this, and for the base computer as well. Basically, just changing it into chromatic metal. Don't need that yet. Yeah, might as well go for that. So yeah, you do start with quite a few things here, which is quite good. Right, let's get out of here. So that's my ship. So let's go off in this direction. I'm just after some copper. I mean, normally you see so much of it and not anything of anything else, but at the moment I'm seeing every other mineral deposit and no copper. It's ridiculous. Rubus Roo, hiya. Yeah, it might be, Jules, it might be quite difficult to get glyphs, because I remember that from the last one. There's a ship that's just landed over here, so let's see what this guy's got. This is going to be a tier 3 though, isn't it? Bloody hell, that's a nice alpha. How much is it? Oh, you cannot purchase the ship. Right, well, that's so there we go. You can't purchase any ships. So they are forcing you to stay on this planet because that was the other option, was to just go around and basically collect some storm crystals, get some money together, and just buy a ship. But from what that just said there, it looks like they've blocked that. I need that. So yeah, they're very much forcing exploration and building in this expeditions, it looks like. There's basically, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting off this planet anytime soon. And it's annoying because it's a freaking hilly planet as well. So trying to get around, like I've just got to find a building at the moment and some copper, and getting around is proving quite difficult because we've obviously just got basic technology installed at the moment. Silver. So a quick tip here, just for any new players that are watching, when you're mining, see the beam on the top right of the screen. As it starts getting towards red, just tap on and off the trigger, and you see how I'm getting 100 points at the moment every time I mine something, or 140 there. But you want to try and keep it so it's constantly in the red zone. Don't push it so far as you basically get a burnout. But if you do this and mine as you're supposed to, like this, you'll mine through things really, really quickly, and you'll get much more yield when you're mining. So just tap on and off, feather the trigger basically, and don't do that where you burn out. You want to keep it, see how the numbers go, 42, then they'll start going up a bit higher as we start moving up on the bar on the right. So we're at 50, 60 now, 70, and then we start getting into the hundreds. And then at this point you want to just keep it in the red zone by tapping on and off the trigger, and that way you get much more yield. So that's just a little tip there for anyone that doesn't already know that. Yeah, the upgrade modules, Rubus, they look like they've looked after you a bit with upgrades. They've given you a few resources to start with as well, but they haven't given you any sort of blueprints that you need, and they haven't given you any technology and stuff that you need to get yourself basically on that ship and off the planet. So, I mean, just one of the phase 1 options is to search for a shelter, a building, and it's even that at the moment is proving quite difficult because I've only seen 2 or 3 buildings and none of them have been shelters. Captain Steve's done well to get a base built already. silver. Still not finding any copper.
Toxic protection falling.
This is ridiculous.
Technology recharge. Weather update. Storm release.
Right, I'm going to have to try and work with ley lines here, so let's see if I can see any plants. Absolutely nothing, is there? Ah, there we go. There's some copper. You have to use the visor. What do I need to use the visor for, Rubus? There's no buildings around whatsoever. But there's some copper here, so as long as it's a big enough deposit, I can get a base put down. Ultimate tourist trap. So that's another phase done. Well, this isn't going very fast. I was hoping I was hoping this was going to be faster than walking. Dear oh dear. If anyone is watching that's been asking as well about the quantum silencer, the rare glow tube plasma glow tube horned experimental rifle that Frontiers basically broke in terms of the location, I've just found that. It took 95 minor settlements and I've just found it, so once I've done a little bit of this stream, I'll upload that, so we've got a new location for that one. Okay, this companion's actually getting on my nerves now. Don't need you anyway. Too slow, buddy. Right, so we should have enough now to put a random base down, so let's just put it here. Doesn't make any difference, does it? Oh no, I've got to build first.
Technology recharging.
Yes, yeah, I've been looking for the deposits with a scanner, but this is the first copper one that I've encountered, and my ship is like a 10-minute walk away. It's ridiculous. Like, I've seen every other like ammonia, silver and all the other salt deposits, but I've literally just seen one copper. I don't know if they've done that on purpose or basically if I'm just unlucky, but it's probably a bit of both. If you since the Frontiers update as well, if you find all the creatures on a planet now, especially if it's got kind of 9 or 10 or more like this one, if you find them all and then upload them, you now get about 3,000 or 4,000 nanites. They've increased the yield that you get now for handing in all the animal finds, all the fauna, which is quite good. Because before it used to give you like 100, 150. Right, so that was the only bit of thing that I got. So let's do the base computer. "95 settlements, that's dedication." Well, it is, considering that was the second time round. It's no way near the most that I've... 240 is the most that I've spent trying to find a multi-tool. So let's see if I did any of the phase 1 there for this. Yeah, so establish a base. So what do we get for this? No, it's not what I was after. Haven't unlocked that one yet. Okay, so I've just established that base though. Let's maybe just build a little basic. So again, you'll see it's on 42, 48, 50. The numbers start going up as we go from yellow to red on the beam on the right. Then once we get to the max where it is now, just feather the trigger, and you want to just try and keep it on 100. And this way, it will mine a lot faster, and you'll get much more yield. And when you've actually upgraded your tool to an S class and you use this method for mining, you will get so much material in very, very, very quick time by doing this. Not everybody knows that. It's surprising. I mean, it's kind of been a thing since the game started for years, but not many people actually know how to properly mine for materials. And this is how you do it. So I'm just building up some ferrite supplies at the moment. But yeah, you'll build up like thousands in no time. But obviously, the quickest way to get any ground-based material like carbon or ferrite dust is to just use the positron on your ship, the shotgun. That is by far the quickest method. But we haven't got that yet, so we can't do that. We didn't want to do that. I'll tell you what is annoying now is when you want to delete stuff. Right, so that's the base done there. Established a base. So that's the part 3 of phase, or part 4 of phase 1. So let's just recap. You get ion batteries, oxygen, and a random item for doing just as soon as you basically start. Get when you get to your ship. Then the next one, number 2, you get advanced mining laser plans, significant mining beam upgrade. Number 3, just by digging a hole, you get the base computer plans. So that should be the first thing you do really once you've installed the this one here is installing the terrain manipulator. So do that first before you do anything, even get into your ship. Dig a hole, and then you get the base computer plans, and then just start looking for the copper so that you can get that built, and then that will be kind of the start of the speed run. No problem at all, Scarred. Yeah, that red multi-tool, I kept that for myself as well. I love that tool. It's nothing like fancy, but just really nice colours, isn't it? So this one was reward of Facium. Oh, and Gravitino balls, we need them. Right, so if you get a companion, so again, right at the start, build up some carbon deposits. Just mine some carbon so you can make some creature pellets. Just literally the first creature that you find, adopt it, doesn't matter what it is, and then you get your Gravitino balls. So we've got that there, and then we need the Gravitino balls for this part here. And we don't have any on this planet, so you need to do that to get the Gravitino balls. I'm not looking forward to the larval cores, because we've got basically sod all shields, and that means going to abandoned building, doesn't it? In fact, what I need to actually do is, we don't have the signal boost. Yes, we do. So this is what we need to scan for an abandoned building, I think. So metal plating and carbon nanotubes. So let's just see what options we've got here. I think that's should be a reward now unlocked. I think I saw one for doing placing down a signal booster. Right, locate nearby structures. Yeah, so this is what we're going to need to use basically to find. Yeah, there we go. Use a signal booster to find the building. Yeah, look, and that's a building there, and it's an abandoned building. So I reckon once you've built the signal booster, everyone's first scan will be the abandoned building, because on the expeditions, there we go, look, shelter inside an alien building. Right, so that is going to unlock, and this will, by the time that I get there. And then basically once I'm at that abandoned building, I will then have the option to get the larval cores. So it's all kind of entwined. You see what they've done here? Everything that you're doing is working towards basically getting this new technology sorted on the ship. So just to recap, what you need to do, if you want to do this really quickly, the priority is to get materials for a signal booster, get your terrain manipulator built and dig a hole, and then basically build the base computer. But what you want to do is use the signal booster to get straight to this abandoned building, and then by doing that you'll knock off about 5 or 6 of the phases along the way. So if I was to restart this and do this thing again, I would be quite further ahead than where I am now. But look, we've got a bit of a grind here. This building's sort of 1100 U away. Yeah, the console updates seem to be quite lagging behind this time round, Flying Brian. It's a bit odd that, because in the past they have tended to drop at a very similar time to PC. PC's normally always first because we've got the experimental branch on PC, which I play. This is currently experimental now that I'm playing. But for this particular one, everyone should have got the update at the same time. Captain Steve isn't a PC player, and his base is there. No, maybe not there, but he's on this planet at the moment. I've seen his base, and he's a console player, so he's definitely got the update. It's funny if I bump into him. Your first scan was Captain Steve's base, yeah. Yeah, he got on this super quick. There's a couple of Beeble bums on it as well. He's as soon as the update dropped, I had a few technical difficulties at the start, so I had to restart the stream because I had no sound and stuff. But they were already kind of well into it. They must have just been sitting there all day. Oh shit. I need some oxygen. I'm not going back for that. There's a cave. I'm just going to quickly pop in here. No, it's not a cave. I'm going to try and get some oxygen in the cave. I've lost my bearings now. This stuff is getting on my nerves. All this tool stuff. Right, so where's that building gone? It's over there, 400 U away. It would be nice to get my personal oh, look at that, I'm 5 short on chromatic metal for my personal refiner. That's annoying. See if there's any copper up here. Yeah, boy. Right next to the building. It's That's what we like to see. There's Captain Steve, look. Turtle mech. No probs, Vintage Ross, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to chat. We've got a few veteran players watching. We've got 3D the Destroyer, Jules. He is the founder of the No Man's Sky Interstellar Index. A very, very long-term veteran player of this game. And we've got a few other people from the Index, and we've got a few of the regular people that watch the stream. When I do stream, I've been a bit quiet on the streams in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Work's been a bit busy, but I booked a day off work just to play this, so got all the time in the world today. So I just unlocked another one there. That was the walk-in, wasn't it? So let's see what we get for this. Defense systems, movement systems, and sack venom. Right, so they're obviously preparing me to try and fight these what do you call it, aren't they? So I've got to get the larval cores now. So I need 3 larval cores.
Technology recharge.
Right, before I do anything, I just need to get some more copper. So where's that bit of copper that was here? There it is. Having a wind up, isn't it? No copper here. There it is. Yeah, it's always Sony's fault when it comes to No Man's Sky. It's a useless company they are. Right, nice. I've got quite a bit of copper from that. So, while I'm down here, I'm just going to find some copper.
Technology recharge.
Does anybody know if Twitch drops if No Man's Sky has Twitch drops enabled, or is that going to come a bit later on in the week? Do you know? Vintage says he started the expedition on PS4 Pro. Yeah, I think it's dropped on Xbox as well, because Alex, who's watching or was watching, she plays Xbox, and she's currently in the game at the moment. So it looks like we've got kind of a drop everywhere now. So just to recap again, just while this is refining, if you want to speed run this, the best thing to do is just forget about getting to your ship straight away. Because you're not going to be able to do anything with it. Build the terrain manipulator, build a signal booster, dig a hole, and then put a base computer down. Use your signal booster to get to an abandoned building, and then at that point you should have most of these and some of phase 2 already unlocked. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about your ship, because you don't really get much for it. You just get some ion batteries, bit of oxygen, and just a random material, so don't worry too much about that. But let's do this. So that's phase 1 I've done now. So that's given me some planetary charts. So this is going to look for commercial buildings, and then we've got alien charts here. Now they give you these for a reason in expeditions, so let's just see what that could be. So let's collect this one as well. A jetpack bubble trail, that's new. That's new. That's a new aesthetic. So hold on. How do I'm going to need to get to. I'm going to need to use. I'm going to need to build a appearance modifier for that at my base, aren't I? To use it. But that's cool. That's new. That is. It used to be just colours, didn't it? But it looks like we've got bubbles now, which would be nice if you're on a bubble planet. Just get the rest of this copper. Right, so let's just see what we've got to do about these larval cores. I might just bottle it and do it the old school way. Tomorrow is Twitch drops. Okay, that makes sense. Right, so these are the larval cores. So let's just see what we've got to build. Way. Get out of there. They're even a pain in the backside on normal mode, these are. But I got my 3. So let's just quickly just want to quickly have a look at my phases. Repair the advanced launch system. Increase power. Construct a teleporter. Tunnel underground for 1,000 U. That so don't worry about. Oh no, that just gives you the personal refiner plans. But I've already got that. That must be a bug, because I've already managed to try and install that. Explore on foot for 1,500. Deploy the Minotaur. Right. Guess I've got to get back to my base. Sorry, I'm being a bit of a wimp at the moment. I don't trust these. They're miles away. What I do need is some oxygen. Oh, we've got a lightning storm going on. Oh, oh! Look how much that just took my health down. This is on normal mode as well. Dig a bit of tunnel to get that other reward. I think it was just 1,000, wasn't it? Where's my base? There it is. Get this oxygen. You still don't have it flying, Brian. Try no, turning your internet on and off won't do anything, will it? I don't really know what to suggest because I don't play console. What about, can you turn sort of location services on and off and just see if that might help? Just flick it on and off. You can't do that on the PC. But I think that's an option on the consoles, as far as I'm aware.
Life support offline. Technology recharge.
Right, back home, safe and sound. So let's just have a quick look at what we've got to do. Quantum computer. Right, do I have plans for that yet? No. Right, so let's see where we're up to. Collect the reward for this. So this is the scanning stuff.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Right, I need some oxygen for that. Repair the advanced look. Right, so we can't do that. Increase power. Right, so let's see if we've got power options. Right, so this is going to be okay. So as you're exploring, it's definitely worth trying to pick up some nav data, because we need to unlock the Minotaur. So we're going to need, I think that's 5 or 10 for that, and 4 for this. We need power, so we're going to. You do come packed with some, with 20 nav data, sorry, salvage data already. I haven't collected any of that, so we do come kind of kitted out with that, but we do need to unlock the power blueprints. So let's just try and find that. I'm still familiarising myself with this build menu, so just bear with me. So this is okay. So this is the power. So we'll start off with biofuel. Let's get solar and battery as well. Don't need to worry about that shit. I need the teleporter as well, don't I? To build that. May as well use that as well. Get that done. So we need, yeah, you need 10 for the Minotaur. So what can we build now? So let's do the teleporter. So metal plating and carbon. I need some more ferrite dust. So I'm just going to do a little bit more of a bit more mining here. I've installed the S-Class mining module now, so you'll see how much more we get and how much quicker it rips through all of the materials. And when you get 3 S-Class modules, it's mega fast. But it takes a lot longer as well to get up to the red. As you can see now, I've only just got there, and I'm yielding between 104 and 156 by staying in the red. And you'll actually, the longer you, there's a definite correlation to the longer you stay in the red, the more of those sort of geodes that you get that you can break. You don't really see many of them appear when you're in white and yellow. Right, so that should be more than enough. So we can get a few things built here. Need some more oxygen. Right, so we'll get this built. That's odd. It's not letting me place this in the base. You don't need power to place it, so why won't it let me place it? Does anyone know if this is a bug with teleporters? Wonder if you have to place it in a prefab room, which I don't have. God, this is annoying. Right. I need some more salvage data. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pack this base up and go back towards my ship.
Incoming storm.
I'm going to head back towards my ship because that's going to be the main focus, and then I can just plonk a base right next to it. There's a salvage data there. Thank you very much. This would have been so much more fun if we had that exploit of the jetpack quick melee boost that we got with the first expeditions. I was absolutely gutted when they got rid of that because I had so much fun with that. It really did genuinely make exploration and getting from point A to point B so much more interesting. It was such good fun, and they bloody patched it. Of all the things they could patch, they do that. But it is what it is, and now we've got to grind. So yeah, we've got a bit of a trek here because this ship is kind of, how far? 8 minutes on foot. But that's when you're walking. That timer is always walking. So if you're running and sort of melee boosting, which is what I'm doing, that will always come down quite quickly. Might as well grab this. Still a no-go. I'll just try later today and watch your stream then. Yeah, that's a real bummer, that. Sorry to hear that, mate. Can't believe that hasn't dropped yet. Something like this kind of really should be dropping the same time for everyone, right? I can understand patches, like dropping earlier or later on different platforms, but an actual gameplay, like a mode, that's a bit unfair. That, come on, Hello Games, that's not on. So we're nearly there, nearly there. Good job this isn't permadeath, that would have killed me. Any nav data on the way? What's that? Oh, there. Oh, okay. So there are gravitino balls on this planet, as we can see here. Strange though, because I don't think I've seen a sentinel yet. Jules has got it on PS4, so yeah, you're a bit unlucky there at the moment, Flying Brian. see if there's any. Is this a cave? Oxygen's really sparse on this planet. Some there.
Toxic protection. Life support power. Low.
Ah, here we go. Here should be some oxygen.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing. Right, so let's just have a recap. What do we need? So we need to generate 150 power. We need to make a teleporter, which for some reason I couldn't do there. Tunnel underground for another 400 U. And then finally deploy the Minotaur. So I guess before I do anything, let's just, it's a bit tedious, but we are going to need some what do you call it, salvage data. So let's go and just pick up a few of these, and while we're doing that, there's a copper there. So how far away is that too? So we'll go there first, then go and grab the copper, and then we'll basically be on our way to doing 2 or 3 more of these unlocks. But I think, I'm not sure why I couldn't build that I had all the resources for that teleporter, and I don't know as if it just won't let you place them in sort of the basic part, base parts, but you could do that before, so I don't know if that's a bug or if they've changed it, but you didn't have to place teleporters in like prefab buildings before, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's really odd. So where was that copper? So let's just quickly go and get this copper, because we are going to need a few bits of chromatic metal, and then I've got a fair amount of sodium, but I need some oxygen,
what I really could do with is a trading post, and in fact, I think I know where there's a trading post, or at least a place where I can get some ion batteries and some what they called life support modules. So we'll just quickly grab this. As it's quite sparse, I'm going to go into the small mining mode so we can just get a bit more. It does take a little bit longer, but it just means I can get an extra 100 or 150 of this to build towards like the power things, as well as like my personal refiner and stuff like that. I think like once you kind of, if you was to watch other people's streams and, you know, obviously bits and bobs of this one, I think once you know what you need to do, you could probably do this one quite quickly. But what they seem to have done so far, from what I can see, is they've taken out the kind of forced exploration of the wider system and the wider galaxy, and they've made you focus a lot more on exploring the initial planet that you start on, because basically there's no, until you repair your ship, there's no possible way you can get off this planet from what we've seen so far, because you can't buy other ships, and you need to basically build and do a certain few things on the planet to get the relevant blueprints to get yourself off of the planet, if that makes sense. Right, so we've got that. So let's just, how much, we've only got 13 nav data there, sorry, salvaged modules, so I'll probably need another 10. It's just, this is all just a bit of a mission, isn't it? So there was a building, an ancient plaque. There was another building around here. There. That one there. So that's just to this side of the base. I think that one's got a trade terminal, so I can buy some bits and bobs from that. So let's just quickly go and grab this salvage data from here, and then that'll be another 4, hopefully another 4. Another one close by, we'll grab that, and that should be enough. We don't need to go mad on the data. Just see if there's any more close by. No, right, so let's go to that building, the unknown building there, because I'm fairly certain that that building has a trade terminal there, and then I can not worry about finding oxygen and sodium all the time and just buy a load of modules, because I've got enough storm crystals that I can sell. Yeah, I've got plenty. quite good though, this one. I'm sort of enjoying it so far. It is a bit on the grindy side, so definitely be prepared to sort of just have a bit of a grind. But, you know, that's been the same really with all the expeditions to date, so it's not an issue. None of them have been sort of, you know, really quick, have they? I'm just grabbing this because we do need some condensed carbon, and it just saves me mining, refining. Right, so that isn't it. There's another building somewhere around here because I've seen it. Must be the other side of the ship. So that was the ancient plaque that I found, and then there was another building. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm sure it was around here somewhere. It's Captain Steve. Right, so what do we need? So how do we build the quantum computer? Let's have a look. So I need to build some power, okay. So let's do that. Yeah, I've got enough for that. It's really odd that I can't place this down. Does anyone in the chat know why I'm not able to place? As you can see, I've got all the relevant materials. I've got all the metal plating, the nanotubes and the sodium, but I cannot place this teleporter. Does anyone know why that might be the case? intentional, yeah. But one of the so this one here, it says construct a teleporter. So I've got to repair the advanced launch system, right? But where I'm confused is the launch system is this, and you need a quantum computer. Now the only way to get a quantum computer is to power the generator, so you need to generate 150 power, which I'm not doing anything with at the moment, so actually I've got to connect something, haven't I? But then the next one is to build a teleporter, and I just find it quite odd that you can't do that yet. It's strange. So what can I connect to this for the moment? Yeah, it might be that I've got to basically get that power done first. That's right. It might be forcing me. Right, I don't want to waste any chromatic metal on this stuff yet. Let's see what else we've got with the planetary charts. A minor settlement. What's the bets? That's miles away. Observatory. Right, just quickly pick up some ferrite dust. And let's see if we can get some power to that battery and see if that counts. Right, I actually need to use power, so Where's this construction thing? There it is. So let's just get this built. Yeah, let's do the cylindrical room. Let's do a cuboid room. Right, so let's see if there's any pure ferrite around. So it looks like basically as you're going along and getting all your bits and bobs like your salvage data and all the relevant materials, you need a lot of ferrite dust because you're going to need to build bits and bobs for a base, and you're going to need to get something that consumes power. So I'm going to build a cuboid room. And then hopefully that will tick that second point off of phase 2. Because you'll need to refine the ferrite dust into pure ferrite or magnesium magnetized ferrite. So basically, you're not going to do too badly if you've got a lot of stored carbon and ferrite dust for this particular expedition. So as you're going along and doing your thing, just as and when you can, just be conscious of trying to pick up as much carbon and ferrite dust as you can, because you're going to need a lot to build all of these different things. Right. Oh, I missed that notification.
Toxic protection stabilizing.
20 used. So it's asking me to generate power. Generate 150 power. Right. So the teleporter may be blocked like buying a ship. Yeah, it might be, but what I'm saying is this is in the third stage of phase 2. You've got to construct a teleporter. And you can unlock these ones that are further ahead, if you know what I mean. So stage 1 of phase 2 is repair the advanced launch system. Yeah. So the launch system requires a quantum computer. So to get the quantum computer, we need to generate 150 power. But at the moment it's saying that I've got 0 of 150. But I'm powering this with a biofuel reactor. So, and I've got stored power in here. But it's not saying that I'm using anything at the moment. So is it asking me to find an electrical hotspot? And basically survey, which I can't do because I haven't got the survey blueprint. So let's just have a look at this a minute, because there must be blueprints and stuff that I can perhaps unlock. So this gives you a supreme mining module and a personal refiner. We've already got that, and we've already got this. So what does this one do? So that's all just kind of exocraft related there. So let's look at phase 3. So restore the Starship main engines. Right. Analyze and discover minerals. Rewards the magnetic resonator plans and industrial extraction blueprints. Okay, so I've got to scan some stuff. Waveform recycler plans by scanning flora. Scanning creatures, find all creatures on a planet gives you 15 salvage data. Well, that's worth doing. Right, so then we get on to extraction of minerals. So we're going to need to basically do this one here, phase 2, to get the industrial extraction blueprints. So we're going to need to discover minerals, which basically means that phase 3 is essentially on the, when we do the Nexus missions, you get one which is survey a planet, and there's 18 minerals here, right? And it looks as though phase 3 is basically survey the planet, because we need to get all the 10 creatures on this planet, we need to do the flora, and we need to do the minerals, 18 bloody different minerals. Chart waypoints, so we've done 2 of them, and that gives you some nav data and more planetary charts. Eliminate hazardous flora gives you a multi-tool combat enhancement plan. And yeah, this one here, the last one, is extracting minerals. So that's to make units. Now, why do they want you to make units? So let's have a look at phase 4. So again, the first stage on every one of these phases so far is to do with the ship. So phase 4 is again repair whatever it is on the ship, and then visit a planetary outpost. So that gives you more exocraft plans. Construct an additional teleporter. Right, so we've got teleporting network between bases. Right, so that's fine. So this is very exocraft focused, it looks like, because we've got a few exocraft things here. Yeah, collecting the rewards, Jules, definitely gives you all the stuff that you're going to need to be able to do all this. There's no option otherwise. You've got to kind of get them all done. Basically, in previous expeditions, right, you could kind of do what you wanted when you wanted, and unlock whatever you wanted in any order that you wanted, and it didn't really make any difference to your actual game, because they would typically give you rewards that you don't really need. They were things that you could really just keep and use if you wanted to move into the normal mode and play after you'd finished expeditions. But in this expeditions, what it looks like they've done is all of the rewards that you're getting are all linked to what you need in terms of being able to progress in this expedition. So if you don't do certain stages in certain orders, you're going to get to points where you're bottlenecked and you're stuck and you can't do anything else. So they've definitely geared this one to be a lot more kind of linked to the entire expedition, as opposed to just basically whacking in random rewards that are completely unrelated to what you're doing. So they've definitely thought a bit more about this one, I think, putting it all together. So this one here is dig up buried items. Right, so this planet that we're on has natural burial sites. So I can start doing that, and that gives a 750,000 units reward. So summit the mountain of at least 625 U. 30 continuous seconds airball. Ancient bones, there we go. So that's 10. And that will give me the planetary charts, which will, in the previous, so if I start looking at doing the ancient bones now, this one here, you need to chart waypoints. So to get your planetary charts, if you start doing the ancient bones one, which is the last one here, you get 3 planetary charts for that one. So that's that phase. Now, what's phase 5? Launch into space. So between phase 1 all the way through to the end of phase 4, you're going to be stuck on this planet, and you can't really pick and choose which ones you want to do when, because most of them you need in certain orders to progress. So you're going to need to do phase 1 to 4 essentially on the planet, and then I would imagine, yeah, this one is going to be a lot more kind of space focused, and the final phase, I bet you, is going to be well, there's nothing there, is there? But yeah, phase 5 is going to be kind of just, you know, getting off the planet and going to a couple of other systems. So most of this expedition is focused on this planet, from what I can see so far. Could be wrong, but certainly from what I've seen so far, that's how it's working. Right, so what have we got here? So sentient plant, we don't need that. So let's go to this unknown building.
Toxic protection falling.
Right, let me just pause it a minute. So Alex has said 3 biofuel reactors. So, Alex, if I make 3 biofuel reactors, you think that will kind of do the power thing? Ah, yes, I see what you mean. Because each biofuel reactor gives 50 power. Right, I've got you. So if I link these together, and whack some stuff just a little bit in here. Oh. A little bit in here. And a little bit in here. Yes, well done. Cheers, Alex. Nice one. I didn't even notice that. So if you click on the biofuel reactor, when you place one down, see, just before I place it, see the biofuel reactor on the description on the right hand side. It's got the, at the top on the right, 50 power. It gives 50 power. So to get 150 power, you need to place one of these, 3 of these, total 150. Whereas this gives you 50 power, but we haven't got any gold. There's no gold on this planet, so we can't build that. So nice one, Alex. Thanks for sorting that out for us. At least that's that reward. Now let's see if we can build. Now that's done, so let's just collect that. There we go. So that's the quantum. So what do we need to make that? Antimatter. So we need some chromatic metal for that, don't we? Which we've already got, so that's handy. So we make that, and now we've done the first part of phase 2, and the first full repair of this technology, which will unlock another phase now. So there we go. So we've done all of this one. Can collect this reward. Trade terminal. So that's handy. S-class movement module, so we'll use that as well. Okay, so what's that blue module? Another life support. Right, so now let's see what we've got. So has it unlocked any of this stuff? No. So let's see if we can now build this teleporter. So I need 1 carbon nanotube and 2 metal plating. No. Can't do it. Alex, have you progressed to the point where you can build the teleport module? Because I can't build one at the moment. Oh, hang on. Now that is odd. I can't build one in the vicinity of this area here. I can build one over here. I'm so confused. So confused. I mean, is it just me or is that stupid? Like, I can't place it up here, but I can place it like down there. I don't understand that. That's really odd. Yeah, really strange that. Right, so that is stage 3 of phase 2. So we'll collect the reward for that. Magnetic resonator. So I haven't got the plans for that yet. It would be good to build a trade terminal, but I need 3 microprocessors for that. What was the thing for that again? Carbon nanotubes and carbon chromatic metal. 12. Right, so there we go. Bosh. So buy these, buy these, or in fact sell some stuff now. So do we need any more grav balls for anything? No, I've used them. So we can just offload some of this gear now. Connect them to the battery. It worked for me, but you need to toss carbon. Yeah, cool. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Storm crystals. That. Right, so
we're getting some progress now. So what I need is, I do need some chromatic metal. That's kind of a priority at the moment. Let's pick this up. And now let's see what we've got to do. So, tunnel underground for another 400 U. And this one is deploy the Minotaur. So how much nav? Right, so I can do that now. Got to unlock the. I need to unlock the Minotaur, don't I? Which is there.
Product constructed. Weather warning. Incoming storm. Toxic
Gold
protection
and
falling.
that's it. I think one of them gives you a reward for gold, doesn't it? Yeah, so here we are. So let me just dig a tunnel 400 U long. And what we'll do is we'll head towards this building, so I'll just go through here. Right, so now I've got the gold. Let's just very quickly head back to the base there, and then I can plonk that Minotaur down. So unlock the reward, because this gives me some gold. 300 gold.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge.
There's the Minotaur. So there we go.
Toxic protection falling.
So let's have a look at the Supreme Minotaur engine upgrade, Supreme Minotaur weapon upgrade, and a lot of chromatic metal, which is handy because we need that.
Storm clearing.
install these. I never use the exocrafts. I don't know about you guys, but right, so that's that done. So now what do we get for the completion? Holographic chart projector plans and phase 2 complete. So that's phase 1 and 2 done. Scarred but Smarter says, for your information on Steam, I had to turn multiplayer on in old save to play the expedition if anyone is having any issues. I don't know what I've got actually. I think I've got it turned off at the moment. Yeah, so it's working for me and I've got multiplayer disabled. So if people are running into issues, that may be a possibility, but I have actually got that switched off myself, because in my experience, whenever Expeditions launches, if you run multiplayer on, the frame rate drops and just all sorts of issues it causes is not worth the hassle, so you kind of live and learn with that. So this one here is wiring looms, navigation data. So that is all of phase 1 and 2. So phase 3 is restore the Starship main engines. And the Starship main engines need crystal sulfide and magnetic resonator. But we don't have the magnetic resonator plans yet. So how do we get that? Oh look, stage 2 of phase 3 is the magnetic resonator plans, and what we need to do, oh my god, is discover 18 different minerals. God. So this is the kind of surveying the planet phase of the expedition, isn't it? So this is just going to be like loads and loads of scanning. Now a little tip for this is you always get minerals in the water. You get like different variety of minerals in the water. You get a different variety of minerals in caves. You get a wide variety of minerals just in kind of open land, but you also get a completely different variety of minerals on mountains and hilly areas. You'll find that they're generally quite bare, but there's loads of little different minerals that you can scan. One of the other stages is to scan all the flora as well. So I'm just doing basically everything that I'm going to see now. This is just going to be kind of a bit of a scan process now. It shouldn't take long. And if you scan the hazardous floras as well, that is an option for flora. So you've got to be quite careful, because a lot of the minerals could be as small as this. So let's have a look and see if there's any more in here. See what I mean? How small they can be. I see a lot of people kind of moan a lot on the surveying the planets thing, but it is all there. You've just got to kind of know where to look for it. Yeah, so we've got to scan all the fauna on the planet as well. So there's definitely a couple in the water that you can see here. Just
lost that one. Come on, stay under water. Need to get to a deeper area. But I'm not going to get much else from in here. So we're going to head to a high point now, because if I can get up to 600 U up, that looks quite tall. Then that'll be another one knocked off the list as well.
Toxic protection falling. Units proceed. Units proceed. Units proceed. Units proceed. Units proceed.
I don't think that's going to be 600 tall, but I'm going to try, because it does look quite tall, doesn't it? So you can scan the plants like sodium and oxygen as well. So make sure you get that when you're doing this.
Units proceed.
There we go, so there's one of them done. All 10 creatures scanned on a planet. So I'm assuming we need to upload that. Yeah, 2,500 nanoites you get for that. So if you click that,
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
there we go. So you've got to make sure you upload that, otherwise it probably won't click. You'll see as we start getting a bit higher up this
thing here. There will be some rocks that you can scan. There should be anyway. That weren't down there, like these things here, maybe. Found a crash freighter. That's a touch. So there we go. Got the plants one done. That was 12 plants. That's easy enough. The tricky one is going to be this minerals. Now, what I'm purposely going to do is there's always a minimum of 2 different minerals that you can scan in a cave, and sometimes it can be 3 or 4, and they're generally the sort of stalagmites, or however you pronounce that grow from the floor, and the ones that hang from the ceiling. There's your 2, but there's also sometimes different varieties of them that can give silver and gold and stuff. So what I'm going to do is, because I know that there's definitely going to be at least 2 in the what do you call it, in the cave. I'm going to try and find as much as I can outside of the caves first, and then whatever I've got left over, I know that I'm always going to be able to get 2 from the cave. Oh shit me. So I'm just using the infinite jetpack glitch at the moment, where you climb a surface, a vertical surface, and you've got infinite. Right, so this isn't 600U, this is bloody, they want me to get 600U high. So that one's tall. But that is a bit of an ask, isn't it? I mean, that from where I am to the bottom, that's just 200U. But it's asking me here. Where are we? Yeah, phase. Summit a mountain of at least 625U. Reach an elevation of 625U. This is 200U. So I need to find a mountain 3 times higher than where I'm at now. It's having a laugh, innit? Surely that's not even a thing. Unless it wants me to build, unless you can get away with building like the start of like a suborbital base, and that counts towards it. I don't know, but it seems like a 600U thing. I mean, I don't even think they exist, do they? That's about as tall as you're going to get, so let's go and see how tall this thing is. We can collect the rewards. And this one. It's got me some salvage data. But yeah, I mean, 600U mountain, that's a joke. Oh, here we go. This could be 600. That's looking like it could be 600. Oh, we'll soon find out.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yes, there we go. So as I'm climbing up this mountain, that's just unlocked. I'm on top of the world. There's a taller one there. And there. So yeah, you can do it. You've got to find one that's 600U. And then that will unlock this one here. Gives you rocket boots. I'm not going to use them. Right, so there is one as well that says to stay airborne for 30 continuous seconds. So let's see, in terms of jetpack, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it until I get this this done here. Right, so how much condensed carbon do I need? Let me just see something a minute. Go on, put it down. Let me place it. Go on. Damn it, I haven't got enough carbon. Well, let's just test it anyway and see if we can get 30 seconds. So melee punch, and then just let it flow. Ouch. Right, so yeah, you need, this is that trade terminal I was trying to look for earlier. Right, so I need some carbon. No rendezvous points in this expeditions.
Technology recharging.
10 minerals, so I need another 8.
Toxic protection. Weather update. Storm clearing. Toxic protection falling.
Right. So I've got to try and find these minerals. I've got eight minerals to get, so I'm just going to head back up to this. No, I don't think that's. I'm going to need to be on an airless planet really to do this 30-second jump.
Toxic damage detected. Technology recharging.
wondering if if I just infinitely go round this thing here without using much of my tanks, I wonder if it counts towards the infinite, oh shit. No, it doesn't. Yes. Can't do anything about that at the moment though. Right, so let's see if we can get 30 seconds. So that's the deepest part down there, isn't it? 775. So I've got a head down there. Oh, that was shit. No, I think you're going to need an airless weld for that. I could be wrong. Right, these minerals are going to be proving really difficult, aren't they?
Toxic protection falling.
Right, I'm gonna have to end the stream here, I'm afraid, people, because I've got a couple of things that I just quickly need to sort out before 6 UK time, and then I'll be back on. But I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm gonna just quickly get to my ship, and then I'm gonna be calling it a day on this stream for the moment. I might be back on again this evening. But we've done phase 1 and 2, we've got a few things knocked off on phase 3, 1 or 2 things on phase 4. But the killer, the real killer with this, particularly on this planet here, is going to be trying to find these last 8 minerals. That's going to be quite a big arse, that. Banjo is off. Yeah, so yeah, cheers for joining everyone. Like all the Interstellar Index, massive. All you lot, thanks for joining. The usual suspects like your Flying Brian and Crash Test at the very start. Good to see you. Haven't seen me in a while because I haven't streamed for a few weeks. So as you can tell, the sound might be a bit different because I'm playing from a gaming / work laptop at the moment because I'm not actually at home. I'm staying in a different area at the moment. So there was a few hiccups at the start because I'm used to playing on my desktop as opposed to this gaming laptop. But yeah, I'll either be back on at some point this evening. I've just got a few things to sort out quickly. I'm going to probably just make some dinner, have some burger and chips, and then I may come back on later this evening. But to be completely honest, given that Twitch drops start tomorrow, if anyone wants to kind of get some easy rewards, perhaps I'll just stream the rest of this tomorrow so that you can pick up like a couple of hours worth of stream rewards. And I'll be watching somebody like Zane or Beeblebum or whoever's streaming just to get some free stuff. But I'm going to save my ship. Auto save here. And do a manual as well just in case. And that's it. I'm going to call it a day here. So thanks for joining. Jules, much appreciated. Flying Brian. Scarred but Smarter. Alex. Crash Test. Vintage Rose. Rubus Roo, anyone that's been lurking and anyone that I've missed and anyone that hasn't been involved in the chat, many thanks, and I'll speak to you all and hopefully see you all in a stream either later today but more than likely tomorrow.